Welcome to Compai's Expat channel. I'm Compai. I am Sisua's voice of reason. Guys, in this video, I'm going to talk about how the federal government is lowering the amount of money you can have in arrears for child support before they revoke your passport.
There's a lot of places to rent in Sisua. If you're looking for peaceful, affordable, and tranquil, look at Compai, Sisua's hidden gem. When you're ready to reserve at Compai, my contact information is in the description down below.
So guys, thanks for watching my advertisement for my business, Compai. If you're looking to reserve a condo for your stay in Sisua, my contact information is in the description down below. So guys, unfortunately, a lot of us have been through the court system for child support. I've done other videos on this before. I've talked about my experience paying child support internationally back in the 90s. So I'm kind of in tune to this. Unfortunately, I experienced it. And coming from a very, very liberal state like New Jersey, where we have to pay child support until the child is emancipated, which means basically until they're done school, until they're on their own. So I ended up paying child support until my daughter was 25 because she got her master's degree, which made it worth it in the end. She's super successful. And I paid my son until he was 20, 21. So I paid well into their 20s. But there's going to be a point where the government going to cancel your passport. They're going to inactivate it. They're going to take it away so you can't travel. Now, I found this online, and phase 1 began May 2026, and they're going after the guys that are owing $100,000 or more. So they've already done their numbers because they know it's $2,700. Now let's see how they start scaling it down a little bit. Phase 2. State Department has stated the program will expand beyond the 100,000 group. Reports indicate enforcement will eventually cover everyone meeting the legal threshold of more than $2,500 in child support. I've been reading online and trying to find out, do they have dates for this phase? They don't give specific dates, but what they're going to do, they're going to go from 100,000 down to 50,000, down to 20,000, down to 10,000, 5,000, 2,500. So I think the way they're doing it is to make it easy to identify people. They're just going to start working their way down. They also say that you have 60 to 90, they're going to notify you 60 to 90 days before. So you're going to have a couple months to get caught up on your arrears. So, and I think this is important because I get, I get couples renting for me in the high season, and then outside of that, I'm always having single travelers. You know, that mixed tourism that everybody wants to see, well, I pretty much get that. So what I don't want to see is somebody get caught blindsided by this. All of a sudden, boom, their passport's revoked. Now they got money in a plane ticket they can't get back. They got money for an apartment or lodging they can't get back. You know, just I want to see people not lose money with this happening. What I think is important, what has changed is the enforcement approach. Previously, many people were affected only when applying for a new passport or renewal. Now they're just actively going out for guys that are in their arrears. And what I think this is even more scary is because as the economy gets worse, there's more layoffs happening. Inflation is making it harder for everybody to pay their bills. It's easy to get behind on this stuff. You know, I remember me personally, when I got served paperwork from the Federal Republic of Germany, I got served by the U.S. Marshals. and it was actually the black SUV, the guys in black suits. It was before the movie, so when the movie came out, Men in Black, I kind of laughed, got a good chuckle out of it because it was exactly how it was, man. These guys rolled up and said, "Are you John Compai?" I'm like, "Yeah." They're like, "Here, we got this for you. You've been served." I'm like, "What is it?" And they're like, "We don't know, but we would like to know." So we're sitting on my front porch and we take it out of the package, and I'm like, it's divorce paper, or I'm sorry, it's child support paperwork. And they're like, "How can they enforce that here?" It's from Germany. I said, "I don't know." So when I got my rears, we're talking 96, 97, I had 30,000 in rears real quick, because when child support, it starts the day she files. So if it takes a while to get to, you're going to have rears. So that's why I think it's important for everybody to know. So as a man who's been on child support for an extended period of time, who walked into having $30,000 in rears in the 90s, which is even more money than it is today, I understand it and I get it. I don't want to see anybody, get caught behind that 8 ball. So guys, that's just a little news article I thought was worth talking about, and I hope it's worth it to you. Subscribe to my channel, leave the great comments, hit the notification bell. So guys, if you're coming to Sosua, swing over to the cigar bar, have some cigars, Compai cigars, and always remember, keep private personal and personal private. Peace out.